Good afternoon, Arthur, and thank you so much for accepting this invitation to share a bit about the work that you are performing on the KLTNR project. We took this occasion because the consortium is in Warsaw for the 6th consortium meeting of the project, and we are hosted by the Technical University of Warsaw. So please introduce a bit yourself and also maybe a bit the scenario that you are dealing with within your pilot site. Thank you.
Thank you, Natalia. It's my pleasure to participate in this interview. My name is Arthur Badyda. I work at the Warsaw University of Technology, the Faculty of Environmental Engineering. I'm a professor there. I'm also the head of the Department of Informatics and Environment Quality Research. I deal with the air quality and the influence of air pollutants on state of health. And in this particular project, together with my team and also with my colleague Adam, who deals with the microbiome, we focus on the air quality in schools and homes. This is our scenario regarding schools and homes, the air quality and the potential outcomes of the exposure to air pollutants in homes and in schools. And we do our study together with the Medical University of Vienna because the similar investigation are made simultaneously in Polish and Austrian homes and schools.
So talking about Poland in particular, which kind of measurements you are taking and performing within the houses?
So actually there are two types or even three types of measurements. So one is the massive monitoring, which is realized all over the project partners. So in each country, depending on the scenario, in different kind of buildings, there are located the air quality measurement devices, and we also have them in our schools and homes. There are in total 22 schools in Poland involved in the study. 7 of them are located in Warsaw area, and 15 in the area of Łódź, which is the city located in about 100 kilometers from Warsaw to the west direction. So in total, these are 22 schools. In each of the school, there are 3 classrooms which are monitored. And similar monitoring we also do at homes, and there are 37 of homes using different types of heating also involved in the study. So this is one type of monitoring, which is continuous, so-called massive monitoring. But also from time to time, it means 3-4 times a year. We do also another kind of measurement. It is rather sampling than continuous measurement. So within a particular periods of the year, we do some sampling of the air to assess the more detailed chemical composition. So we focus especially on the so-called polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, PAHs, it's the abbreviation. This is a group of relatively harmful substances. Many of them are carcinogenic or potentially carcinogenic, so the exposure to these substances might really have a huge negative influence on human health. There is also a third group of substances which is measured, which is sampled and monitored. These are the volatile organic compounds. Actually, this part of the study is made by our colleagues from the Nofer Institute of Occupational Medicine, the institute from Łódź. They are responsible for these VOCs, so the volatile organic compounds measurement. Also a group of substances which may appear especially in the indoor air of different kind of buildings. They can arise because of using cleaning agents like washing machines, dishwasher, and also can be present in walls, in carpets, in wood, on the floor, and other agents inside the buildings. Yeah? So these are these three groups of measurements and samplings that we do in our study.
Yes, and all is very interesting, but I have in mind something that you told me yesterday. So, because one of the measurement obviously is related to cooking.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you told me that it doesn't matter which is the cooking system that you are finally using in your house, but it depends very much on what you are cooking and the methodology you are using for cooking. Now we were talking about steam frying or boiling, etc. Can you tell us something about the risks related to, day by day cooking in our homes?
Yes. So generally, it is maybe not so that it is not completely not important on what kind of cook stove you use, because it is important, but it is probably not important from the point of view of the substances that we are monitoring. Yes, because our massive monitoring focuses on measurement of the particulate matter, of carbon dioxide, and the volatile organic compounds. Usually, especially in Poland, in Polish homes, there are mostly two types of cook stoves used. It is either electric or natural gas. Of course, there are some households where still coal is used for cooking the dishes, but we don't monitor such households, so we do not have the comparison, because most presumably in such a situation it would be really important, because when using a cook stove powered by coal, you will definitely have particulate matter in the air. But as I mentioned, we don't have any households using this type of cooking involved, so that's why we don't have this knowledge. But comparing electric cooker and the one powered by natural gas, in terms of the substances that we are focusing on, so the PM, CO2 and VOCs, there is no big influence. If we would focus also on nitrogen oxides, it might be important whether you use the electric one or the gas one. But of course, we observed that it is the type of maybe not the type of dish you prepare, but the way of preparation is quite important, because especially when frying, when baking dishes, this might cause the relatively high concentrations of particulate matter in the air, which is easily visible in the results of our monitoring. Yeah? So this is something to be confirmed, but these are the first observations we have made regarding cooking. Yes, we will focus more maybe on the data. We will try to find some more details about this, but these are the first observations that we have made, because the monitoring devices, they are located usually in the living rooms. But in many houses or flats in Poland, especially in modern buildings, the living rooms are usually connected with kitchen.
With the kitchen.
So there is a common area for the living room and the kitchen. So that's why when you do something in kitchen, like you are cooking, frying, baking, yes, so it is easily visible on the results of the air quality monitoring. In households where the kitchen is a separate room, it is a bit less visible. However, it is not that it is completely invisible. Yes.
Yes.
Unfortunately, we couldn't. We does not have the possibility to monitor simultaneously the situation in the living room and in the kitchen, which was planned at the beginning of the project. So maybe in such a case, such a case, we might see the difference. But so it is. So we have. So that's the observations that we could make.
Thank you so much, Adam. So we look forward for additional information and additional results as the projects obviously will go ahead, and maybe some domestic recipes also to keep the air cleaner inside our houses.
Of course, there are some recipes which we can recommend, but not on everything we have the influences. You have to know that in Poland, still the outdoor air quality is relatively poor. So the situation outdoor in the ambient air is something what is an important factor influencing the indoor air quality. Yes? Mm-hmm. So you don't have actually the influence, so a direct influence on what the outdoor air quality is. You can, of course, try to protect the area inside your home or school of the influence of the air pollutants from the outdoor air, like, for example, using the air purifiers, which are also tested in the project. Yeah? So we try to observe whether installing the air purifiers in schools or homes might improve the air quality, especially in the winter period when the concentrations are visibly higher comparing to the non-heating period. So this is one of the main factors which we don't have a direct influence on. But of course, we have the influence on what we are doing inside the home. The home. So first of all, we can for people who are tobacco smokers, yes, we can recommend not to smoke, yes, because this definitely decreases the air quality inside the home, and of course is a well-known exposure factor and something what may pose a harmful influence on the state of health of people living in the same area. Yes. When using cleaning agents or when using when doing anything in the kitchen, which we mentioned a moment ago, I think that the good idea would be to open the windows after this process to decrease the concentrations of these sometimes harmful substances. Of course, it's usually a question also in Poland. When you do it in winter and the outdoor air quality is poor, you would like to decrease the problem which arose inside. You open the windows
and you get worse.
you get worse, or nothing changes. Yes, because the outdoor air pollutants easily influence the air quality inside. Yes, so I think that of course there are some activities that you can make, being living in a particular home, or being a teacher or school principal in a particular school. But I think that an important thing is also to talk to the local government, to the central government, to introduce some regulations, some technical solutions to definitely decrease the air quality problems in the country. So it's decrease the importance of the influence of outdoor air quality on the indoor air.
Thank you so much, Arthur, for all these tips and insights, and thank you so much for the hospitality in this beautiful Warsaw. So we will.
It's my pleasure.
We will keep in touch for additional updates and results that will be achieved in the next future. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Natalia.
Thank you.